It was my fault. I kind of delayed because it's something how you have so much on your heart that you want to say. Amen. About things. We are living in a day and time, a day of anxiousness, a day of stress, a day where you could really say living life in the fast lane. Everything that's happening is designed to get you in a hurry. Amen. Everything is designed. Have you ever noticed, look like everywhere you go, no matter what time you get up or wherever, you're always rushing. And when you get through doing this, you got to go through that. Life deals us a gigantic to-do list. Every day is something. And when it ain't something, the devil will have nerve enough to come around and try to create something else to keep the saints of God from entering into God's rest. You do know that God promised us rest. The Hebrew writer said in a certain place that there still remains a rest for the people of God, because Israel did not enter into that rest because of unbelief. And if we don't watch ourselves, we will become just like them, and we will forfeit the peace and the rest that God promised the church. Did you know he promised you rest and peace? He said, come unto me all ye that labor and are heavy laden. He said, I'll give you what? I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. For my yoke is easy and my burdens are so light. Then he said in another place, he said, peace I leave with you. Then he began to describe what kind of peace. He said, not the peace that the world gives you. He said, but my peace I give unto you. And you all know, if you've been in the Bible a couple of years, or you know that God gives us a peace that surpasses our own understanding. Sometimes the situation causes for us to be frantic, but God sends us peace. And sometimes life can get you so busy to where you will literally forfeit the peace that God has given you. Some of us have to learn how to slow down. I'm talking about myself right now. We have to learn how. Some of us been all our life a mover and a shaker, and we just be out there doing stuff. And it's hard, amen, to settle down and enjoy the peace of God. Today we're going to be talking about storms. Everybody have them. Am I making any sense? Or I'm at the wrong church this morning. Everybody in here right now, I believe about 98% of us can point out a storm that we're going through right now. Because it's something about the storms of life that helps us to get to the other side. Am I making any sense? Sometimes God got to put a little trouble behind you in order to cause you to move in the direction that he's trying to get you to go in. Oh, I know I ought to be able to get a witness up in here. Come on now, come on. I ought to be able to get a witness, at least 2-3 people that been going through some storm. And you thought the storm came to kill you, but the storm came to point you in the right direction. Yeah. And if I would even take a text this morning, amen, it would be don't get overcharged with life. With life, because sometimes we can get too busy with life and we'll miss heaven, trying to take care of stuff on earth. That's why I believe Jesus told us, left it on record, to take no thought for your life. Because if you try to be a Christian or a believer and take up the cross and follow him, Christ probably knew that you trying to take care of your own life would be a little bit too much for you. And so he charges you to take no thought for your life. Yeah, that's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. Amen. Heard about this self-help stuff and all that kind of stuff, and some of it I agree with and some of it I don't agree with. Because if you trying to do everything for yourself, then what does that leave God? Come on, talk to me. Huh? Some of y'all need to sit back and relax and allow God to be God in your life. Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. That's why sometimes folk come up with different type of sicknesses, and sometimes folk come up with different type of sicknesses and some situations